And so, if you want to change the atmosphere at home because there's discord, there's division, and it's almost like I don't even want to go home, right? Well, you have the authority, you have the keys to the kingdom to go into that atmosphere and do something about it. And so I want to give you a strategy that works incredibly well. I teach it in the boot camp, and this is just one strategy that will start changing things in your atmosphere. So a lot of people think that, oh my gosh, why does God have me in this place or that place? This is horrible. I mean, it's so toxic here. It's so negative here. But you have the keys to the kingdom. You can go in there and change that atmosphere. Can you say, I bind this and loose this, and everything changes in a moment? You could. I normally don't see it changing in a moment because that's been there for a while. But if I come in with two or three and we bind and loose together, the power of our agreement can change the atmosphere like this. But if it's just me, I typically am going to bind and loose. I'm going to do it throughout my day. I'm going to do it under my breath, but I'm going to speak it out loud because these are demonic spirits that I'm binding and they hear my voice. They don't read my mind. So I must bind and loose out loud. Okay. And so they can hear well. Nobody else human has to hear me, okay, and think I'm a crazy person. I can speak under my breath and know that I'm accomplishing much because I'm a daughter of the king. I walk in the authority. I have the key to the kingdom. So, ladies, I'm going to give you some practical um, ways that you can do this that will begin to change the atmosphere in your home, at work, wherever you are. You could be in a restaurant somewhere and it's just tension and it's not going well. You can begin to bind and loose and begin to change things, especially if you've got people with you that are believers and you just agree and you just pray. So you don't have to sit there and pray for 20 minutes. You have the authority to bind and loose. It doesn't take 20 minutes to lock and unlock a door. It's the same concept. So use your authority and do what the word teaches. So at home, ladies, this works well. This is what I teach in the boot camp, and I'm going to share more tomorrow night about this concept and some others. So in the shower in the morning, most of us are typically showering alone. You're in your home. It doesn't matter if anybody else is home and they don't need to hear you, okay? But you're the one with the walking and the authority, let's say. So in the shower in the morning, you can begin to bind and loose right from the shower. Is a great daily habit. And so you can bind discord, fear, anger, contention, whatever you feel that the Holy Spirit is showing you is operating in your home, right? Because you want to ask the Holy Spirit for the guidance and the words, right? Because you could think fear is operating, but it's really pride, right?